According to NFL insiders, a video that surfaced 3 days ago could end a person's career. The golden boy of the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, who appeared invincible on and off the field, may have simply thrown everything away. And as seen on camera, no one anticipated this. Press the bell icon and hit the subscribe button before we delve into what might be the biggest scandal of the 2025 season. You're watching from all over the NFL, and I promise you'll want to keep up with what's going to happen in the next few days. Let's go back to Tuesday night of last week. Philadelphia, a private gathering at a classy Center City lounge. According to his representatives, Travis Kelce was there for a business meeting. However, the video that was leaked 72 hours ago presents an entirely different picture. At first, the video is grainy, captured on what looks to be a phone across the room. However, the audio is crystal clear, and Travis Kelce has already lost 2 significant endorsement deals with 3 other brands as a result of what he says in those first 30 seconds, according to reports from emergency meetings with their legal teams. Now that the Kelce team hasn't formally verified the entire video, I need to exercise caution. Second, they've stopped talking altogether. There were no confirmations or denials, just radio silence from a player who has made his reputation on being outspoken, self-assured, and unapologetically himself. Silence is that. The sound is deafening. Here is what we are certain of. Kelce can be seen in the video having what looks to be a heated discussion with someone off camera. According to people with knowledge of the matter, including those who were present in the room, the individual he is speaking with is a former teammate who played with Travis during his formative years with the Chiefs and who, according to numerous reports, approached Travis for support during a personal crisis. It gets ugly at this point. Kelce's voice can be heard rising in the video. The language is harsh and contemptuous. At times, he laughs, but it's not the endearing laugh we've heard on his podcast and in innumerable interviews. This is not the same. This is inhumane. According to witnesses, he ridiculed this former teammate's career decline and made remarks about his financial status before saying something that shocked the entire NFL community. Reporters were told by one of the people present, quote, "I've spent 20 years around professional athletes. I've heard conversation in locker rooms, on the field. I've overheard trash talk. That wasn't this. It was a personal matter. It was vicious. Additionally, it caused discomfort for everyone in the room when he discussed the difficulties this man was facing. However, this is where the narrative becomes even more sinister. According to reports, Kelce, a former team, was berating. He had reached out due to his battle with addiction. He was requesting assistance from Travis, whom he regarded as a friend and who had openly expressed support for mental health initiatives and for helping brothers in the league enroll in treatment programs. He desired direction. He desired assistance from an accomplished individual who possessed the means and contacts to guide him in the proper path. In addition to refusing to assist, witnesses claimed that Travis Kelce told the individual that he was weak, that his problems were his own fault, and that he was an embarrassment. Kelce allegedly stated that he didn't want to be associated with, quote, losers who are incapable of managing the league, which may be the most damaging aspect of the whole situation. Give it some time to sink in. Travis Kelce, who is partnered with mental health organizations, is the same person, the same guy who has appeared in ads promoting brotherhood and supporting your teammates, the same athlete who has been praised for his character and purported sincerity in addition to his on-field accomplishments. If there is more to the conversation, the video itself ends before we can hear it. We may be missing some context. Perhaps there is a reason why all of this makes sense. Here's the issue though, that context is not being provided by the Kelce team. Statements are not being released by them. This story isn't getting ahead of itself, and this appears to be getting worse the longer they remain silent. Social media went crazy within hours of the video being leaked. Former athletes began to comment. The cryptic message posted by former Pittsburgh Steeler and current ESPN analyst Ryan Clark read, "Sometimes you find out who people really are when the cameras they control aren't rolling. If the accusations are true, it represents everything wrong with how success changes people in this league," said tight end legend Shannon Sharpe on his podcast. But yesterday morning was the real bombshell. One of Kelce's largest sponsors, Nike, said in a statement that they are reviewing their partnership with the athlete. That is essentially a death sentence in business parlance. A company like Nike is not attempting to determine whether something occurred. When they state that they are evaluating, they are already aware. They're simply trying to figure out how to break things off without losing money. Bud Light canceled a whole advertising campaign that was scheduled to debut the following week. Industry insiders estimate the cost of the ad campaign to be around $8 million, 0 cents, disappeared without warning. And this is what's so intriguing: as silent as Kelce himself has been the Chiefs organization, there hasn't been a compelling defense of their star player. Despite their boilerplate statement about gathering information and taking the situation seriously, Andy Reid made no impassioned remarks about sticking by his man, no co-worker saturating social media with encouragement. His own team is silent on that. That may be the most telling aspect of the whole matter, because this is what we've discovered while covering this league for years. Teams and teammates quickly turn around when a player is wrongfully accused or when video is taken out of context. They go to war for their man, they defend him, they protect him. However, when there is such a loud silence and no one is jumping to someone's defense, it usually indicates that those who are closest to the player and know the truth are unable to defend what they have heard or seen. Another side of this story is now beginning to surface, and it may be even more harmful than the actual leaked video. Numerous sources are now claiming that Travis Kelce has been involved in similar incidents before, that there have been other occasions and encounters with former teammates and league personnel where he has allegedly displayed a side of himself completely at odds with his public image. Everyone knows Travis is different behind closed doors. An anonymous NFL player who has allegedly played against Kelce for years told a sports journalist, "The real Travis is the one who appears on TV, in commercials, and in relationships with pop stars." Because of how protected he has been by his success and media connections, many guys in this league don't like him, but no one wanted to be the first to say it in public. It's explosive. If accurate, it indicates that instead of seeing a real person, we have all been viewing a carefully crafted brand image. And if we were only discussing a player being cocky or conceited, perhaps that wouldn't matter. Those guys are in every league. However, it's not just hypocrisy when you base your entire off-field persona on being sincere, caring about mental health and helping others, and then video shows you acting in the exact opposite way. In the court of public opinion, that might be considered fraud. The fallout is speeding up more quickly than anyone anticipated. The NFL Players Association issued a statement this morning that has been characterized as being unusually incisive. And although Kelce wasn't specifically mentioned, it's hard to overlook the timing. Any player who uses another's vulnerability as ammunition has no place representing the values of this brotherhood, they said, underscoring their dedication to helping players who are battling addiction and mental health issues. It's not subtle, it's a straight shot. This is where things start to get interesting. According to legal experts, Kelce might experience more than just public criticism if the accusations turn out to be accurate. The majority of significant endorsement contracts contain what are known as morality provisions. These give companies the right to end contracts if a celebrity acts in a way that harms their reputation or goes against the company's principles. Potential losses from all of his transactions could be between $40, 0 cents, and $60 million, 0 cents. However, this is the actual query that everyone is posing. Will Travis Kelce make it through this? His legacy on the field is safe. 3 rings for the Super Bowl, destined for the Hall of Fame, among the best tight ends in the history of the game. However, his off-field business, everything he has created outside of football, including podcasts, reality show opportunities, endorsement deals, and celebrity status, is all based on people finding him likable and thinking he is real. And that empire falls apart in an instant if this footage is an accurate representation of him. By the way, the identity of the former teammate involved in this is still unknown. He has reportedly checked himself into a treatment center and prefers to concentrate on his recuperation over interacting with the media circus. Ironically, he appears to be the bigger man in all of this because of that choice. This person is putting in the effort to get help while Kelce hides behind publicists and attorneys. This is what follows. This Sunday is the Chiefs game. Travis Kelce will be the center of attention. His performance, the audience's response, and whether or not his teammates join in the celebration. Every camera will be on the lookout for those nuances that reveal the true state of affairs. And this isn't just a scandal, it's a total breakdown of everything Travis Kelce has worked so hard to build off the field. If more footage is found, more witnesses come forward, or that former teammate chooses to share his story publicly. The countdown may have begun with the leaked video that has the potential to ruin his legacy. We'll be following every development as it happens because this story is far from over. Subscribe to Celeb Culture for the most recent information on this and all other NFL events. You won't want to miss what comes next, so press that notification bell. This is only the start.